Good morning, card meanies. RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Picked this up off the bay not too long ago. It is a panel from the Drake's Big Hitters collection, the 8th annual collected edition. This is actually the last time Drake's made cards. Drake's, if you don't know, is a snack cake, kind of like Tasty Cake or Entenmann's or Hostess. I'm not sure if they're still around. Well, actually, I know they're still around. I'm not sure if they're national or not. And these were actually just printed on the box, and you would cut them out at your leisure. So I have here the panel, Ricky Henderson, Dwight Evans on it. I've already got my single card that I keep in my set. This one's really badly cut, but, it's not that important to be perfect. These are not very pricey cards. So this is just another thing to throw into my binder of Schmidt stuff. I've got the panel as well now. Random baseball item of the day. Kind of an odd thing to show off, but there's a backstory here to it. I have here a card for one of my KB sets, the Eddie Murray card. And believe it or not, I have a full set, but I traded for this one, and here's why. The card set I got in KB, I was looking at it the other day, and I noticed something. If you take a look at this KB card, the black ink is really badly bleeding compared to this version, which is nice and crisp. So I went through the whole set when I noticed that and found a whole bunch of them were like that in this particular set I have. The worst example being this Frank Tanana card. Take a look at this. Look at that KB bleed. And even at the top, you can see the black ink bleeding all over the border. So, wow. I mean, when I noticed that, I was like, oh, darn, I actually went onto the tradingcarddatabase.com and listed all these individual single cards as something I was looking to trade for. I might actually end up just buying the KB set again. It's so cheap if I find it to get replacement cards because that's just awful. But anyway, that's my random baseball item of the day. Today's trivia question. I have here in the background a nice this is a card I just showed off recently when I did my break the other day of a 2017 box of Topps Archives. So this Hank Aaron is pack pulled from just a couple days ago by me. From the 2017 Topps Archives set, you can get a Hank Aaron card. If you can tell me this trivia question, and we're sticking with the playoff format because we're coming down to the wire here in the playoffs, but getting to the playoffs. So Hank Aaron and the Braves appeared in 2 World Series. 1957, when they actually beat the Yankees, and 1958, when they actually lost to the Yankees. So my question for you is a true or false statement. My statement is Hank Aaron never hit a home run in any World Series game. Even though he's like the home run king, he never hit a home run in a World Series game. That's a true or false question for you, all right? You can email me the correct answer. I'll include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question. You've got today and tomorrow to answer, and we'll pick a winner on Sunday, all right? All right, so in keeping with my theme this week of what I'm showing off, I'm showing off box sets, but box sets from little-known stores. Again, back in the junk wax era, mid-'80s into the early '90s, every little mom-and-pop store wanted to work with Topps to have a little card set up in their candy aisle so the kids would beg mom and dad to sell one to them. So, have here the Revco set from 1988 again. Checklist is always on the back, which is nice. This is the Collector's Edition League Leaders card set by Topps for Revco. And this is what they look like. It's got a high gloss finish to this card. Very thick paper and the very heavy, thick gloss on it. So these are also not, a lot of times these would be alphabetical, but in this case they're not. So you have Tony Gwynn, Andre Dawson, Vince Coleman, Jack Clark. You'll see a lot of the same players in these sets. Tim Raines, Tim Wallach, Juan Samuel. Nice Nolan Ryan card. Rick Sutcliffe, Sutcliffe, Kent DeColvey. This is a guy, I mean, this is heavy with Phillies for some reason. Kent DeColvey, really? He deserves a card in the Revco. I love Kent DeColvey. He's a great guy, but I don't know about that. Steve Bedrosian, Oral Hershiser, Rick Russell, Fernando, Bob Welch, Wade Boggs, Mark McGuire, George Bell, Harold Reynolds warranted a card, Paul Molitor, Kirby, Kevin Seitzer, Brian Downing, looking buff, Dwight Evans, Willie Wilson, Danny Tardible, rookie with the Royals, Jimmy Key, Roger Clemens, Dave Stewart, Mark Eichhorn, Tom Henke, Charlie Huff, and Mark Langston. Here's what the backs were, just a stat line of last year, Major League totals, and then some bio stuff. So that is my Revco set from 1988. Again, little known stores that work with Topps to produce a little box set that people would want to buy, kind of entice them into the Revco store, I suppose, or again, just one of those impulse buys at the register. This one doesn't have. This one had a price tag. I don't know what the other ones were selling for, but if you remember the Rite Aid I showed off on Monday, the Rite Aid was for $1.69, so I can't imagine that was selling for too much more. So they were super lost photos. All right, that's all I have for you today. Trying to keep them nice and short. Don't forget the trivia question. I'll see all the information in the description. Appreciate you watching. Please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. Have more again on Friday. Thanks for stopping by, and take care.